Hey everybody, this is Mr. And today I want to talk to you guys about the scientific method. So there are 6 different parts to the scientific method. I'm going to go through each one, and at the end I'm going to come up with, or I'll tell you guys, some concluding remarks. So the first part of the scientific method is coming up with a question. You can also think of this part as coming up with a problem that you would like to solve. The second part, or the second element of the scientific method, is coming up with a possible outcome to your question that you can test with an experiment. You can also think of this as a possible solution to your problem that you are going to be testing out with your experiment. Now, the third part of a scientific method is the experiment. Now, this is a setup or the test that you will create to see if your hypothesis was supported or to see if your hypothesis was not supported. After or during the time you create your experiment, you will be making some observations and recording those observations on some kind of recording device or a data sheet, and that information that's recorded through your observations is going to be called data. So the fourth part of the scientific method is observing and recording data. The fifth part of the scientific method is taking that data, organizing it in some way, and seeing if that data provides evidence that supports your hypothesis, which means that to see if you were correct or to see if your hypothesis was incorrect. The last part of the scientific method is to share your results so other people can retest them. So those are the 6 parts of the scientific method, and they're not actually steps. So you can actually start the scientific method anywhere, really. You can start your scientific method with looking at somebody else's data and then questioning that data, coming up with a hypothesis to see, hey, it looks like their data is wrong. Or you can just come up with a cool experiment and then come up with some questions around it. And you can kind of skip these steps around, but during the scientific method, you want to do all 6 of these at some point. So they're not really steps, they're more like ingredients. And you can add these ingredients into the scientific inquiry anytime that you feel like you should, but just make sure you have all of them. All right, so that'll do it. I'll see you guys next time. I hope this helped. Bye bye.